Hi, I'm Paul.
Hi, I'm Ben.
And today we're talking about different types of relationships.
Am I? I don't know yet.
Every relationship is unique, but some might be considered a little bit more different than others. For example, there's open relationships. What do you understand by that?
So open relationships would be where you may have one main partner, but you have others as well. It's interesting. I think they're becoming a lot more popular than they were before, and people are much more open about being in an open relationship. Yeah. It's not something to be ashamed of. It just means that you have a lot of love to share around.
Yeah, and I think although I guess with an open relationship, it could be difficult. I guess you have to agree some sort of boundaries.
It all comes down to communication, trust, and just both being willing to be in an open relationship.
Yeah. Next one is interracial relationships.
Yes.
I know you and Jack have an interracial relationship. So you obviously have experience of that. Have you noticed people treat you differently, or has it been?
Ooh, very juicy. So we have noticed a lot of things as a result of being in an interracial relationship. Some people are very accepting, some people unfortunately are not. However, we've learned a lot as a result of being together, and love is love. It's very difficult for me to say that I wouldn't want to be in an interracial relationship as a result of the negativity that I've received, but you fall in love with who you fall in love with. I like to speak up about gay affairs. I like to speak up about being black, because in many cases, a lot of people just aren't exposed to certain things that they should be. So I do take it upon myself to educate those people. And if as a result of me speaking to them, they're still not accepting, I've tried.
Interfaith relationships are also another kind of relationships that can sometimes be difficulties, or people can have issues with them. Why do you think that might be?
I think some families are very stuck in old times, and it's about educating them and bringing them up to speed with what we see in modern society. For some families, that is very difficult, and they just don't have that ability to kind of see that interfaith relationships can work. I have quite a few friends, I've been in relationships that have been interfaith, whether that's Christian and Muslim, Jewish and Muslim, whatever. And their parents have had a hard time accepting that they do love that person and want to be with that person. But through speaking out to your friends, maybe teachers, maybe people that are in positions that can help you, you can get through that. There's a lot of advice out there about people that are in interfaith relationships, and you can use them as role models and speak to them about it.
So I guess in an interfaith relationship, you have to accept each other's different faiths. You can't sort of force one or the other, unless you agree on it, to change faith.
I mean, that's a very important point. You need your own space to follow the faith that you lead. And yeah, it has to be done. Otherwise, you're not going to be happy in that relationship.
Absolutely. So obviously these days, I would say almost the majority of people meet online. What do you feel the difference is, or are there any watch outs in terms of online relationships?
Safety is a big thing. I know we've all heard about catfishing. Mm-hmm. Catfishing scares me to this day. Yeah. I met my boyfriend on an online app, and I'm very proud to say that. I know some people are not so proud, but I just feel like that's modern society now. Yeah. It's just an easy way to meet people. But like I said, it does come with some negatives. One of the most important things to me was knowing that I was speaking to who I was looking at on the profile. Yeah. So I made sure that I spoke with my boyfriend ahead of meeting up with them. So we spoke on the phone, we had a conversation, sent some selfies to each other and all of that, just to make sure that we were 100% legitimate.
In terms of online relationships developing, they can sometimes take place fully online for a while, because they can be long-distance relationships, which can be tough, but they can work.
Most definitely, and it's very difficult to have an online relationship, but it's so worth it, because you learn so much about yourself and you learn so much about the other person as well. And when you do come to meet, it is the best feeling in the world. Yes, it can be difficult. Communication is one aspect, but I think for modern society now, it's very easy to be connected to the internet at almost all times. You can speak to that person. I've gone on to have several long distance relationships, and I've found that communication really is the key thing. It's very difficult for some people. Some people find them very easy, but for myself, it was hard to maintain. And I would just say you need to be very cautious that you are happy doing that, because it does take effort, and some people just do not have the willpower to make it work.
Yeah, I think you're right. In terms of we're talking about different types of relationships, but the one thing that brings all these relationships together is that communication.
Yes.
And having that balance in the relationship, definitely. If you feel like you need help or support with problems in relationships, you can always contact Childline. Ben, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.